I've come with the realization. No, I come to the realization that all love triangles relate back to Twilight. Mind you, most love triangles aren't really a triangle. It's a greater than less than sign because a triangle, all of the lines connect. There's always an open end, and it's usually with the two male characters that don't like each other, so like they don't have a connection. Anywho, for instance, but my thing is like the triangle between and Bella, Edward, and Jacob wasn't really a love triangle. Well, it could no, it is because Bella loved Jake as a friend. She seeked him out for like platonic love, I guess, in my opinion, and he liked her more than a friend, but it was the imprinting or whatever. I ain't saying nothing about it. But anyways, but Edward and Bella loved each other. Okay. There was no one else for Edward. It was just Bella. Um, so Bella is the point, and those two lines connect to the two guys. But the two guys, like, they hate each other because one's a vampire and one's a werewolf. They cannot get along. It is like it is a long historical thing that they don't get along. Okay. So their lines won't connect unless it's like a hate line. So it wouldn't be a love triangle, it would be a love hate triangle. You see what I mean? Like, anyways, and I say this to say all triangles lead back to Twilight. For instance, The Summer I Turned Pretty. I have not watched that show. I've seen clips. I got the whole synopsis of everything through the clips I watched. Spoiler alert. In the latest season, which these are based off of books, mind you, she's with Jeremiah. I don't understand why she's with Jeremiah, because from all the clips and all the hullabaloo that I've seen, Jeremiah is a big baby. He is a big baby. I don't understand how we went from Conrad to Jeremiah, but there are people that are very hardcore team Jeremiah, and so I'm not saying nothing. If y'all believe that is the best choice for her, y'all go ahead. But people grieve. But my whole thing, people grieve differently. Is one, and two. That man cheated on her. I'm not like people are like, oh, they were on a break. They were on a break, yet he still thought it was wrong, which is why he didn't tell her. If you thought it was wrong, that means you instinctively knew y'all weren't broken up. Like you knew y'all weren't really broken up. You wanted to break up for that little trip because you wanted an excuse to go mess with the girl. What was her name? I don't even remember her name. Lacey. Her name is literally Lacey. Anyways, like Olivia Rodrigo's song. But anyways, so that's my thing. Like my whole gripe about that entire little love triangle is that Jeremiah just wanted Belly because Conrad got everything, and so he wanted something of Conrad's. Because it's not saying that Belly's an object or objectifying Belly in any way, but if you go throughout the series, you know that literally Belly loves Conrad. Like she's always loved Conrad. It's been like a long running thing, and there have been like they have life happenings. The mom passes away, and everyone takes that grief a little bit differently. And grief, it's a form of love as well. So it's like everyone's doing their own thing. But in my opinion, Jeremiah shouldn't have proposed to Belly. Also, why did Belly have to be working on her birthday to pay for their wedding? Because Jeremiah was in a bunch of debt. And also, why was he it's so many things. I felt like they were better off as friends, in my opinion, because you can love a friend as much as she loved Jeremiah, but in a friendly way. But now it's gonna be weird when it comes to like family reunions because she's been with both brothers. So I'm just saying. Anywho, did y'all know that apparently 50 Shades of Grey is based off of Twilight? It's a Twilight fanfic turned movie. Wait, Twilight fanfic turned book turned movie. Most things relate back to Twilight. Most things relate back to Twilight. After series is a Harry Potter fanfic, which originally was a Twilight. It came from Twilight. It was a Twilight fanfic made to not a Harry Potter, sorry. A Harry Styles fanfic made into a series, not a series of movies that I watched the first one. The first one, it should have been one and done, gonna be honest, because then came after, and I'm just like, literally the name of the movie. But after the first one, I felt like it wasn't there. Cause mind you, I was watching these movies play significant roles in my adulting because I think I was around 16 or 17. I don't know. I was in my teens when After came out, and I was dealing with that feeling like I got that's what it was. Someone story time. In high school, I had a crush on this guy. Didn't tell anyone about this crush because it was the beginning of the year, and I thought beginning of the school year, and I thought that one of my teammates on my basketball team was already talking to him. So I was like, okay, I don't want to even think about that. So I stopped liking him. Again, no one on the team knew I liked him. The only person who I may have mentioned that I thought he was cute to would have been like one of my closest friends, but she didn't know. She didn't talk to anyone on my team because all of the people on my team were in younger grades, or were in the lower grades or upper grades, because I was the only one in our grade on the team. Um, but back to the story. So it was this tall, green eye, light skinned dude. He played basketball. For some reason, when I was in high school, I really wanted a basketball boyfriend because I played basketball and I thought it would be really cute. Whatever. It didn't end up happening because I wasn't able to finish out my high school career because COVID happened, so I didn't go to practice anymore and junior year. Whatever, you know. But back to the story. I remember it was like a random day in February, I'm pretty sure, or some random day, because it was a 3-day weekend. Then we had like one day off because of something. Then we had another day off because of something. So we only had 3 days of school that week. And it was the guys' championship games. Um, and I was just minding my business, you know, as I do. And I got a text on Snapchat. Now it was from this guy. I'm gonna use code name. So we're gonna call the guy that texted me, we're gonna call him Skull. And then the guy I like, we're gonna call Panda. Okay. And then there's one more guy in this story. One more guy in the story. He's in my class. I think we called him I think we called him Asparagus because we had nicknames for the guys in our class. Anyways, so we'll get to Asparagus later. This guy, Skull was texting me. He was like, "Hey, do you like Panda?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Panda likes you. We were trying to see if you liked him." I was like, "Well, I think he's cute. I used to like him, but I don't really like him as much anymore." "What do you mean he likes me?" And then he sent me a screenshot of their basketball group chat, and Asparagus, who is in my grade and has talked to me on occasions and knows me, like it's a small school. Okay, so he knows me. It was a group chat, and there's like talking about girls, I guess. I don't know, but my name is mentioned. Asparagus spells my name wrong. Panda spells my name right. And I was like, that was it. That was the sign right there. I was like, oh, he spelled my name right. Anyway, so then I started texting Panda. Panda was talking about he was getting a haircut. Yeah, it was a lot going on. And then like I think there was supposed to be something going on to which me and Panda were supposed to like hang out. Oh, mind you, Panda was a senior. I was a sophomore. Keep that in mind. And I thought he was talking to my freshman teammate. Keep that in mind. So, yeah, so Panda and me were texting, and then like the next day we had school, right? So I was like, okay, cool. You know, I'm gonna talk to them at school. I'm trying to get information because I've been ghosted basically, and I'm very perplexed. So I asked Asparagus. I was like, hey, what's going on? I was told this, and now I'm not being answered. And he goes, Anaya, you're so fucking annoying. I was like, what? He was like, Anaya, you're being annoying. Stop asking questions. I'm sorry. You guys brought me into this shit. I was minding my business, and y'all decided to fucking mess with me. And now I need questions answered. So then I go, okay, that was weird. And then like I see Panda Skull and like another guy in their grade in the hallway. Like I don't even mention to them. I don't talk to him. I'm just walking to class, and the random guy goes, "Oh," and he says Panda's name. "Oh, Panda, there's your girlfriend," or some shit like that. And they're all laughing. And I'm like confused as one is because no one has told me anything. And so and so then like I wasn't talked to for like I think the next 2 days. It was a 3-day week for us. So the next 2 days nothing was told to me. I was so confused. And then during lunch it was like a basketball thing where Like a couple of us were like, it was like a little fun thing we were doing. And so it was like some of the boys team against some of the girls team. And of course I'm on the girls basketball team. So I was there and but we were in our uniform clothes, like not our basketball clothes, but like our school uniform, and we have a skirt. Anywho, I'm thinking we're playing friendly. I don't understand why, but Skull decided to smack the shit out of the basketball in front of my face. Like I was about to shoot. I was trying to ball fake. He smacked the shit out of the basketball and then got in my face. I still have no idea why that happened. And my friends were on the sidelines and they had to turn around because they laughed, which totally cool. You know, I was like upset at the time because I was so confused. And my team was like, and I just ball fake. I was like, I did. The motherfucker slapped the ball out of my hand. I don't know what the problem is. Besides the point, irrelevant. Nothing was cleared up. Later that day, Panda proposed with the Harry Potter proposal. Mind you, I love Harry Potter. Harry Potter proposal to a girl in his grade at lunch, at the end of lunch. I was like, wow. Y'all have played with my time, you've played with my feelings, and you've played with my patience. I'm done. So after that, I never spoke to any boy ever again. I said, mm-mm. Well, no, that's a lie. There was this new kid I befriended for a bit, but that went left too. Like it's just like guys in sports at my school. I should have just avoided them in general. But yeah, so that was the time. Like I got that the same situation that happened after, where it was like a prank or a joke to date or talk to the girl. So I resonated with that a lot actually, and I was very upset. So another reason why I don't think the after series should have like been a series is because after the first movie, some of the like details about everything weren't accurate. Like it was different. Like I understand different people playing different characters because the original characters don't want to come back for certain reasons, but in my head, like some of the attributes, like the dad of the girl and like the mom of the girl, and like there were certain things that were happening, the roommates, just like that. Everything wasn't just, it was just all random and nothing was adding up really to me. So I was very confused, which is why I was like, why didn't they just keep this as a one off movie? Like I would have loved to see like one more movie and then end it, but they kept going. They kept going. Also, someone pointing out that the dude that plays Harden he has to be a nepo baby, and he is, which I found out. And I watched Kenny JD. She did her movie commentary reviews on this entire series, the entire after series. And every single time she's like, he cannot act. And I'm like, I didn't notice that. And mind you, I hold the first movie near and dear to my heart. So when she said that, I was like, no, you're wrong. And then I can't watch the movies now because of how bad everything is. Like the girl, she went on to do other stuff. I don't know about the main guy, but I know the girl went to do other stuff. Specifically, she did a movie where her and another girl had the same name. And so the boyfriend, I actually need to watch that movie. I really want to watch it. I'm gonna watch that. She kind of, every time I see her, she doesn't remind me of Chloe Moritz, the girl that played Brain on Fire. She was that one. I forget her full name, but her name's Chloe. She was in The Fifth Wave as well. She played Carrie. That is one of my favorite actresses. Love her to death. What was the fifth side? Oh, so the main girl, she kind of reminds me of her in that aspect because, like, I love seeing her face. Like, her face, it brings me joy. Like, I'm like, oh, this is going to be a great movie. Or it's going to be an interesting movie. Or it's like something, it's like a familiar face, And with movie actors and actresses, you don't see that as often because, like, it's a movie. It's a one-off thing. So when I see this actress, I'm watching all of her stuff. And it's mostly actresses that I do that with. Like, I'll watch a lot of their stuff. For instance, Taraji P. Henson, I watch all her things. Viola Davis. Who else? There's someone else I'm forgetting. But Angela Bassett. I love Angela Bassett. And then she started to get into TV. So I don't see her as much because the one show she's on 911. I don't really watch that show anymore because it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous with the plot twist. I'm just saying, but love her dearly. And Taraji. I remember when Taraji came. Oh no, Taraji was on Empire. She was Cookie off of Empire, and it was her and Terrence Howard. And I remember them from, I think it was Cadillac Records, or it's hot out here for a pimp. That one. I knew them from that. So whenever they collabed on, like, were in the same vicinity or was on the same set, I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. I just knew it was gonna be good. Anywho, I went on a tangent there. That's why it's called I be yapping, because I just be yapping. But what's another thing? Oh, the twilight triangle. That's what I was starting with. But yeah, I found out. Well, I don't understand the triangle with the 50 Shades of Grey, because my thing is 50 Shades of Grey. Now that I'm adult, isn't that it's not that because someone I don't know if it was Kenny JD or someone else, but I was watching someone do it. I feel like it was Kenny JD. She was saying she can't get into the movie because the jeans, when it's like they're doing their thing on the screen, but they have jeans, the men have jeans on. She's just like, why? And then yeah. And like, what? And then they're like, it's not even, like, it's believable at that point. In some jeans? Okay, I guess. But yeah, so I'm just on a tangent right now. Like, anywho, back to the original thing, which is funny. You know what's funnier than everything being a love triangle, but not a love triangle? Twilight, I don't remember exactly what got me into Twilight. I fear I saw Edward's face, Robert Pattinson. I saw like a clip or something. I think it was an edit. Most times I get into stuff because of edits. And I feel like it was an edit because it came out in 2008. I was 6 years old. So I wouldn't have been into it, but I know by middle school I read all the books. Like I was in middle school, I read the entire series within a week. Like day and night. I was reading with a flashlight under the covers. I was very into the Twilight series. I was very into a lot of reading. I love reading. One of my 2026 goals is to read more, because read at least 6 books, because I have been staring at screens for so long because I love gaming. So I game a lot when I don't work, and I stare at a screen at work. Like I'm always staring at a screen. So I wanted to like get my eyes away from the screen, And I have blue light glasses, but like I'm always wearing these. So I probably should have on my blue light glasses. I had to find them first. They're here somewhere. Anywho, I just went on a tangent. That's what I do. Sorry, but yeah, that's all I had to say. I was just bored, and I really wanted to talk about that Twilight theory where like Twilight basically catapulted all the love triangles in media. But no, the reason why is because I saw a post, and it was the Summer I Turned Pretty on one of them. It was the Vampire Diaries, which I never really I never could get into the Vampire Diaries. I really wanted to. I really wanted to get into that and Teen Wolf. I got into I think it was it's not Supernatural. Shadowhunters, because of my mom. My mom she loves that type of stuff. And so she was watching Supernatural and Shadowhunters at one point, and so I would watch it with her. Me and her would watch Empire and Supergirl together. Those were our shows that we watched together. Anywho, back to what I was saying. But yeah, like love triangles with brothers is atrocious. Like it's the most atrocious thing you can do, because they're family. It'd be different if they were best friends. But they're family. Like, that is your familial brother. You cannot like just not see them ever. There's Christmas, all y'all gonna be there. The girl gonna be with him too. Like, come on, guys. Let's not pick brothers. Let's not do that. So when it's twins, like, wait. I don't remember if this was a show or a YouTube channel, a YouTube video, but oh man, I don't remember. But it was like, I wish I could remember. I don't remember even the context of it. But I know it was like twins, and they were in love, and they switched at one point, and they didn't know. But anyways, that's all from me yapping today. I have gone on a bunch of tangents. I could go on a longer tangent. Like, I could do this stuff for an hour, but I'm gonna spare your ears. And because I still don't have my microphone, it's still at my grandmother's house. I feel like once I get that, it would be much easier and much nicer on the ears. But bye.